so today I have a review on some new products from Urban Decay. I'm super grateful for them for sending these my way. So I wanted to kind of give you guys my opinion after using them a few days. I've kind of gotten a kind of vibe for them. I will continue to use the mascara a little bit longer, but I do have kind of like a first impression on that one as well. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with the mascaras. They have new mascaras and these are called Tube Job. It's a lash augmenting tubing mascara. If you guys have been watching me a hot minute, you guys know I am a tubing girl through and through. That is what I vibe with for every day, for vacationing, for everything. I prefer it to regular mascara just because it's so easy to clean your face at night and it just like, everything just comes off. There's no raccoon eyes. And so what their description of this is that it's a 24-hour lift and length, no droopy lashes, no flake, no smudge, no raccoon eyes. It's sweat and water resistant. And they do have quite a few shades available. So let me go ahead and show you guys what the, oh God, this is kind of hard for me to, but these are the shades that they have available. They sent me 3 shades. They sent me the black, the brunette brown, and this one, this platinum one. I will see how these look on my lashes. I know for sure I can use these two, but this one is like for just funsies. But if you have different type of lashes naturally, this could be very useful if you just want to accentuate your own lashes, because I know not everyone wants to use black, so this is really cool of them to include other type of hair colors. But let me go ahead and show you guys the wand on here. And the wand is one of those wands that has very, very tiny bristles. It is a rubber wand, and I do like the fact that they're tiny, so you can really go in there and like build it up. I did use this today, and I'll also show a little video here of me applying it. It is something that you do have to layer on. If you're gonna use this for just like 1 or 2 layers, it's gonna give you the lengthening, but not the volumizing. On the other hand, if you build it up to get volume like I did today, you're gonna get the volume but not the lengthening. So I've been really kind of fighting with this mascara for the last few days, trying to get it to work for me. I do like the way it looks either way, but it's not my all-time favorite. I kind of like a mixture of both lengthening and volumizing. So I can see myself mixing this with other tubing mascaras and really getting the kind of look that I want. But overall, I do feel like it gave volume. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it did give volume. I don't use lash serum anymore, so my lashes aren't as long as they used to be, but this gave a little bit of an extension. I do feel like there's other tubing mascaras that give a little bit more kind of length and volume, so I'll keep playing with this one, but this is kind of like my first few days of using it. My impression on it is that I do like the formula. I'm not fully in love with it. I do like the bristles, and I do like the fact that they have some fun colors as well. So even the brown, it looks very like a light brown, which I think would really stand out on my eyes. So overall, I will keep testing it out. I like it. Not a full love on this new mascara yet, but I will keep you guys posted. Now, on the other hand, they're 24/7 liquid sticks. They sent me all the shades. I'm gonna do swatches for you guys, but these are like dual ended, where they have a brush on one end and then they have the liner on the other end, and they have 9 shades available. This is supposed to be a high pigment intensity. They call it their liquid rich color. So they're supposed to be like a liquid pencil. So it's supposed to look like liquid liner, but it's a pencil form. And it also has a blending brush where you're supposed to be able to smudge it out. I will say I smudged these out a little bit, and I do feel like when you smudge them out, they're a little bit messy, but they are very bold. Like the shade and the color payoff is insane. It says it has up to 24-hour wear, waterproof, transfer proof, and smudge proof. I use these over the weekends on the lash line. I have the green on my lash line right now. So I did smudge out like the little wing a little bit. And I will also kind of show a video if I can of me applying it here to the side. These glide on like butter. They are so like glide on. Once they're on your, like once they set, they're gonna stay there. They are budge proof, like stick on there, will not move. But I will say you have to work, like if you want to smudge it, you need to put it on smudge right away. You cannot do like one eye and then try to come back and smudge it. You're not going to be able to smudge it. So if you're somebody who likes to do that, you're going to have to work fast when it comes to smudging. But if you don't, then I feel like, you know, you're not going to have any issues if you just want longevity. So let me go ahead and show you guys what this looks like. The pencil is kind of not your typical like round tip. It's almost like on a slant, and it is like elongated. So I'll try to show a close-up picture here of the tip itself, but these are so pigmented, and I don't know if you guys just saw that. Like it just goes on like butter. They are very, very pigmented. They last a very long time. I've worn the black, I've worn the green, and the dark brown. So those are the three that I've tested out. Like I said, I use on the upper eyelid. I also use in my waterline. I will say on the waterline, they are very pigmented. You can see the color, they really pop out. The wear time on those is a little bit less. It's gonna depend if you have watery eyes or not. But for me, these lasted in my waterline probably like 3 to 4 hours depending. A lot of times I have to set my waterline with a little bit of powder to make it last a little longer. Nowadays I don't even hardly do that because sometimes it can irritate my eyes and make it watery. So these are not very long wearing in the waterline. If that's something that you want, you might have to set it in place. But I feel like if you're somebody who loves a good eyeliner for like your upper, you know, like your upper lid, I feel like you're really gonna like these just because of how beautiful they are. I will continue to use them in my waterline anyway because it's hard to find a pencil that will stay in your waterline for a very, very like all day long. Usually they always like gravitate to the inner corner here, or you know, outer corner. If you guys wear it in your waterline, you know what I'm talking about. Like they will move a little bit, but I feel like this one had a really nice longevity when it came to the waterline. Not gonna stay like 8-12 hours, but have a decent amount of wear. But let's go ahead and show you guys the swatches here to the side so you guys can see how gorgeous these are. And yeah, overall I do feel like they did a really good job, especially with these eyeliners. If you're somebody who likes liquid liner and wanted fun colors, or you prefer a stick form, I think that you would really like this. I feel like Urban Decay does really good liners. Their eye pencils have been some of my favorites, especially their black one is one that I've always repurchased time and time again, just because it's so long wearing and matte and just like stays very long in the waterline. So I think that if you appreciate that, you would really like these. And I do like the fact that they have other shades available. If I'm not mistaken, some of these are a little bit like the green has a shimmer to it. I want to say one of these is like a duochrome, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one called Denim Wash is supposed to be like a duochrome type of vibe. It's kind of like a lavender bluish with shimmer. And then a lot of these are matte, but you can see in the swatches there the shades, so you can kind of get a feel for them. But I hope that this was helpful if you're looking into these. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, hit that little red button. It's totally free. I also have socials down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.